Todd.
Hey,
Good morning. It's Valerie, otherwise known as Chick Picker. How's everybody doing today? Sally's got her coffee cup. She is the upside down picker. And we have Todd, the silver hair stacker. Good morning, good morning. And last but not least, we have Bridget, the New York picker.
Morning. Morning, Maggie. She's first.
Woohoo! What's that saying on Talladega Nights? If you're not first, you're last.
Yep.
That's what they say. I hope everybody's having a good morning. I am happy to be here.
I am too.
Me too.
What the hell? What the
I'm
hell?
happy to be alive.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
Candace from Gate City Pickers.
Woo!
Good
Candace!
morning.
Welcome, welcome.
Morning, John.
Hey,
Yeah,
Candace, I'm sorry, but I just now sent the money for my auction win. Sorry it took me so long. I completely forgot about it. Sorry, Candace.
Yeah,
That's why she's on here. She's like, where the hell's my money, Todd?
yeah.
Oh,
Right,
oh
right.
yeah, I got
You
to
know where to
send that
find
to them.
I'm just teasing.
You know where he lives.
He had to go cash in all of
Good
his
luck,
all of
Maggie.
his pop bottles.
Yeah.
Maggie's heading out to a 50% off sale at her local thrift shop.
Woohoo!
Oh,
I
good luck.
love those. Good luck to you. May you find all the good stuff.
Yeah.
All the
Find
things.
really good stuff.
All the things. As Hank says, all the things.
Hey there, John.
That's all the
Hey,
things.
John. It's been an interesting morning. We need to figure out something to who was it that was saying about the last items?
Tom.
Tom. So like when items go rogue or something like that. We need to
I'm not
out.
videotaping myself trying to find an
Oh,
item.
I would never do that.
I know.
I'm sorry,
Because
but you don't want to hear what I have to say as I'm looking.
Yeah, it's not going to be able to be monetized because
it's not going to be pretty.
When items go rogue, yeah, I don't know, but
yeah, Brandon would have to record me or something because I wouldn't even be able to have the phone in my hands because it'd be freaking destroyed.
Thrown, yeah, me too. It'd be thrown across the room.
Yeah. Whoops! I just stuck my phone in that box and it went flying across the room.
Whoopsie! Would be flying with the phone.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, no.
Morning, Jill. Hope
but it would be interesting.
It would.
It'd be interesting to watch somebody else, not myself.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I'd have to agree with you.
I might have to do something. But so I didn't do a mail call again this morning.
Yeah, I noticed.
Oh my gosh.
I was stuck having to do something else, and so watch something else and
I don't
do your mail call.
I don't know what the deal is.
I don't know either. But
don't
do that to me again.
I know that I've been sleeping in a little bit, so.
Are you staying up late?
Actually, last night I stayed up until 11.
Oh, that's not bad.
So that wasn't horrible. I was like tired. I think I got 10 listings up, which isn't great. I had an outlook of a lot more, but I was just like done.
Mm-hmm. And you did Posh Pit last night.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be. I mean, that's kind of a lot, especially when you have to, The thing is that you don't sleep for very long.
Right.
You go to bed at 11 or 12 and you sleep until what, 5?
Yeah. Usually. I mean, but there are
That's not
times like
enough.
this morning, where I slept in, I pushed the snooze button and went back to sleep.
Mhm.
And I can do that, but it also tends to, I'm hard on myself.
I wanted to do that yesterday. Oh my God.
I get down on myself for, for doing that. I just need to be,
Well,
but
I know you're tired.
yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Well,
if I'm not tired, then I'm going to be up and, working. So,
I think we all do that to a certain extent. We want rewarding, fulfilling lives, and when we get to the end of the day and it's time to go to bed and you haven't done some of the things you planned on doing, it's like, oh,
Mhm.
yeah. Yeah.
But I mean,
I didn't even want to go to
sometimes
bed yesterday.
it's good to be lazy. But I
Well, you didn't
mean,
have a choice. You had to work.
Yeah, but I only got like 5.5 hours sleep.
Oh, Sally.
even being on vacation, oh, we don't want to miss this activity, but
Yeah.
we're tired from yesterday. You're on vacation. You're supposed to be relaxing, and you go, but there's this other thing to go and do over there. No, no, no.
Yeah, that's me. When I'm on vacation, I am go, 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 go. Because I
Yeah,
want to see all the
and
things and do all the things. And
Yeah. Yeah.
good morning, Hank.
But,
you know,
I think sometimes you need, when I go somewhere, whether it's to visit family or whatever, I, I, there's, even though I don't regret it. That's not the word that I'm looking for. Like, I'm in denial of, like, when I get back and, trying to get back into the groove.
Right.
I think that should come naturally, and I can just jump right back in, and it kicks my butt,
Mm-hmm.
when
Well,
I
yeah,
do
you
it.
came
So,
home, and I mean, you came the minute you walked in the door, you started listing.
right, right. So, but that's just the way it goes, and you just have to roll with it, and I know when my body is tired, when I'm tired, I know it's time. It's time to go lay down and go to bed and everything. So, but I don't.
Yeah.
That's the thing with me is I don't just sit around and watch TV like I used to. I'm either here at this computer or I'm doing stuff in the house. It's very rare that I sit in my recliner and actually just, watch a movie or read a book or, whatever. It's
Yeah,
that just doesn't happen for me.
I can't tell you the last time I sat and watched a movie. It's been forever.
But today I have a dentist appointment. They're doing the rest of the deep cleaning. Yay.
Oh, fun.
I'm gonna have a numb mouth for a little bit.
no mouth.
Yep.
Do you have any pain afterwards?
Not usually. She's
Mm.
she's pretty good. But of course, when she's doing it, I'm all numbed up, and they do numb you up pretty darn good.
Mm.
Where even if it's eh,
Hey, good
I just
morning,
don't feel anything.
Tom.
Morning,
On a
Tom.
different on a different channel today.
Yeah, when I go to the dentist, I tell them, I fully admit I'm a wimp. If you think there's anything that you're going to do that's going to cause me a bit of discomfort, go ahead and shoot some more Novocaine in there.
Yep. Yeah, they're pretty liberal with the numbing medication, so thank goodness for that. You know. But
God bless you, Novocaine.
yes, yes. I mean, I can't even imagine, being in the early 1900s when they didn't have crap. You had to take a swig of whiskey, to numb the pain.
Yeah.
Still do.
Probably a couple of swigs.
Yeah, we got this new dentist to work on you. His name's Doc Holliday, and he just whack you over the head with a pistol butt, and you won't feel a thing. Your head might hurt in the morning, but
Yep.
Hey, Tom, where are you heading?
on the road
Man.
again.
That's awesome, Maggie. She was up until almost 2 a.m. wide awake, but she got a lot of listing done. That's good.
Golly.
Maggie.
We were in the after chat yesterday with Tom, and there is nothing in this world that he hasn't done. Oh my God!
He's done.
Really?
Yeah, he's boating. He's ran movie theaters.
Do you know what I think?
He's a pilot.
I think he's a secret millionaire. I do.
It's a very good possibility.
A secret millionaire.
Yep.
And his double life as reseller.
Yep. That's what he. You know how you see some of these like homeless people and then they turn out to be millionaires.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's him. But he's not homeless.
Yep.
He's a reseller.
Yep.
Cha-ching!
Woohoo! Who's that?
Get it.
Who's cha-chinging me this morning? I like it. Best offer. Bleh. I hate best offers.
You put your best offers back on?
Yeah, I did. Yes, I did.
Sucker.
I know.
I like best offer on about a half of my stuff.
Because, I mean, I didn't feel like, I miss getting sales, but I mean, anything that I list, I'm always going to get an offer for like half of what I asked for it. That's just, that's just the way it is. So I was trying to, I was thinking about how, like, I'm doing something a little different with my promoted listings, doing a little something different with my sales.
Woohoo!
So I'm trying to, I don't know how you would say it, like trying to figure out a good combination for me and for the stuff that I list. And that's when I started getting, the majority of the sales is when I put my offers back on. And
I think a lot of people like that because they think they're getting a deal.
Sure.
I mean, if you see something listed for $30 and you offer them 25 and they take it, you're like, woohoo, I just saved $5,
Yeah.
It's that sale mentality.
Yeah.
So, and what really, the reason why I took best offers off was because I was getting so many of the, what are they called? The unpaid.
Oh, right.
Yeah, usually, as far as like when they offer something, it's usually half of what I have it listed for.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, they'll pay right out. They'll pay for the whole thing. And then sometimes they'll surprise me, and it'll be like, a couple of dollars less than,
right.
What I got it set for. So
I don't take half unless it's something that I've had forever and ever and ever.
Right.
Take half, but.
And so, and then I get into this yes mentality of, you got to look at, well, for me anyway, I've got to look at what what I paid, what I have into the item,
Right.
and what I'm getting for the item, and really kind of balance it, and say, look, you paid 50 cents for this item. You can take $10 for it,
Mm-hmm.
And still be ahead, and that's the thing is I don't want to keep this stuff. I want to get rid of it. And I do
Yeah,
want to make
but
a profit on it.
a lot of times I would rather donate it than take half of what it's worth,
It depends on
Why?
what it is.
Why would you want to
because
donate it?
I may already be at my bottom dollar on something, and
Well, yeah.
I usually, when I'm at my bottom dollar, I don't ever do buy it or offer. And there's a lot of stuff I have that is like that. Like I still got like 15 pairs of brand new eyeglasses. Why not going to take less than
Yeah.
$12 for them?
Right.
Even though I've already made all my money out of that, I'm not just going to spend the money to ship it to you and I make $2 or $3 or something. Nah.
Yeah. So they just sent me a message after they bought it, and they said, just make sure no defect, right? And then it says, by the way, $3.50 for shipping cost. Okay, thanks.
Huh. Nope.
You're on crack.
Shipping is whatever shipping is.
You bought it. You hit the button. You said offer. Ugh.
So a lot of times what I'll say to that is I took a less offer with shipping price in mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you're not supposed to say, no, you're a stupid bastard.
No. I say I accepted your lower offer with the shipping price in mind.
Yeah.
That's usually what I say.
Low ball ass offer. Yeah, I took 2 offers yesterday from the same people, or from the same person. One bought, or they bought a robe and a blow mold, a Santa Claus blow mold.
Mm.
And so it was kind of weird. Maybe they were just browsing through my store and decided to get a couple things, and it was good though.
That's awesome. That's the way it should be.
Yep.
Oh.
Jill
And
wants to know
sometimes
how much the shipping is.
who?
Jill.
Oh, I think I had 515. I think it was 515 on their end is what they had to pay.
Oh, please give me a break.
And that's one of the reasons why I took the offer, because I would make a little bit on the shipping also. So
Exactly. So that's what you put. Sorry, I took the lower offer with the shipping price in mind.
Yeah.
I hate it when people ask questions after the fact.
I know, I don't like that.
Oh.
Like, you couldn't ask the questions prior to pushing the button.
Right.
Oh well.
I don't like getting packing instructions from customers.
No,
Oh,
that drives me.
That's
Oh
annoying.
my God. I so want to write. I don't, but
Yeah, I so want to write, oh yeah, I'm going to pack this in eggshells and that should work.
You know what I like to do is and this kind of is therapy, when you feel like you want to reach out to them and tell them, screw off or whatever. So what I'll do is I'll say, I'll go into the messaging and I will write a message, and I will say, everything that I want to get off of my chest, all the things that I want to tell him, and then I hit delete.
See, I'm afraid I'll hit send.
I know.
Yeah, me too. Me too. That would be my luck.
But
I would hit send.
Dang.
yep.
Grandma's got a customer that she accepted a lower offer, and they couldn't pay on time. $11.
Oh my God.
People.
Yeah.
Nope, I have it to where it automatically opens up a case after 4 days.
Mine is actually set for 2 days.
You can't anymore.
Huh?
Nope. Keep it there
Yeah.
because I tried and they would not let me set it for 2 days.
Really?
Yep.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think I tried to change mine too. And it wouldn't let me.
So don't change it or you'll never be able to change it back.
Yeah, I don't plan on it. I like it there. I like it where it's a little bit shorter time. Now, of course, if somebody message me and says,
Oh yeah.
"Hey, I don't get paid until Friday. Can you hold off on this? Until Friday." And I have no issues with that. No problem whatsoever with that.
Me neither.
But message me. Just let me know what's going on. And I don't have any problem with that. Maggie
Before
Doodle
you buy
says, right. Maggie Doodle says, on a completely different subject, does anyone else use Microsoft Office? Is the only way to get it now to buy a monthly plan? Probably because they make more money on that like that.
I don't know. I don't use it.
I don't think I use it, but I mean, that makes sense. That's the way a lot of these plans are going is they get you on the subscription and, and rarely do people, discontinue the subscription because it's so minute. Or it seems like it's so minute. $10 a month or whatever, and they make good money on that.
Or you forget about it. Like my problem is I'll forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be on Microsoft Office, but used to when you bought it, it was good until your computer died.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they went to once a year, and I think I bought 1 year of that. And then when that ran out, I just didn't.
So when you buy so you can't buy like the disc anymore. Like, I used to go to Best Buy and buy Microsoft Office for like $80 and then you'd install it on your computer and it was there. You can't do that anymore?
Yeah,
I
but
don't
then
know.
you have to go to the website like you were buying a subscription anyway, and install it through their website, something like that.
I use OneDrive.
Maggie Doodle says, what do you use to create spreadsheets
I don't anymore.
on Microsoft Office?
I use Google Docs, but I don't do spreadsheets very often.
I used to do spreadsheets for every single item for like 3 years and then I just stopped. I don't do it anymore.
Yeah. Karen's at the beach says, so I finally broke the streak of not selling on Poshmark. I sold a purse. Woohoo!
Good job.
Good job.
Can't believe it because I haven't even been sharing. I'm a terrible Posh ambassador. You're not terrible.
I think a lot of people are having problems right now.
Yeah,
with sharing.
absolutely.
The only one that I know is a for sure deal is Hank Allen Cash.
Yep. That's true.
She's a sure thing.
It is a sure thing.
Oh yeah, she's a sharing freaking maniac. I don't know how she does that.
Yeah.
I don't either.
She
I'm
just,
like,
she just
man.
has She just has a process, and you know, she's really good about sticking to her processes and how she does things, and she just gets it done.
Mm.
Good morning again, Tom. Grandma Magic Classic says tomorrow's my last half off day at my local thrift store. So doing that before the kids come to trick or treat.
Morning, Maureen. Tom, quit switching back and forth. Oh, see, that's his picker channel. That's his reseller thing, and the other one's his millionaire thing.
Yep. Yep.
$1 million.
I haven't been dumpster diving in a while. I need to go again.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. I haven't. I have too much shit now.
Brandon would have a fit though.
I don't care. I want to go.
Yeah. Karen's at the beach says I have found some video game stuff at a certain store.
Cool.
GameStop.
Yep.
Good job.
Awesome.
Now I just pretty much go dumpster diving for boxes.
Oh, that's boring.
This one store has a size of box that I really like, and they always have them, so we always go there for the boxes.
Nice. That's awesome.
Well, better than having to buy them.
Mm-hmm.
And makeup. Oh, makeup.
Cool.
Makeup's always good.
That's awesome.
Especially if it's a good brand, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You can sell that stuff too. Oh.
I think the next time a customer tells me how to pack and ship, I'm going to send their stuff in one of those musty old cardboard boxes I get out of the storage unit. You know, pack it really well, you know, like I'm like I should, but then make the outside box one of those really, you know what I'm saying? Those rat poop smelling musty.
Yuck.
Good morning, Alana.
Hey, Alana.
I can't hardly stand that. Last night, I think I had an asthma attack or something.
Oh, no.
Because, and I don't think I've ever had an asthma attack, but I felt like somebody was wearing very strong cologne, and it felt like it got trapped in my throat. And, like, I couldn't breathe. Like, I had to really take some deep breaths, and I had to go outside and hack for a minute and, like, cough it up.
Hey, Mary.
It was bad.
Yeah, Mary, I feel the same way. I think I'm pretty much with you on that. I'm done sourcing probably till the first of the year.
Yeah, I have so much stuff. I don't really need to go. I don't really need to go dumpster diving, but I want to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. I don't usually get that way. I mean, there's certain smells I'm like, oh my God, that's going to give me a headache or something. But for me to have trouble breathing, that's a completely different thing. I've never done that before.
Yeah.
I've been
it's like a trigger. You know? It just kind of sets somebody off if you know. And they may not they may not even have trouble breathing, but it just does something where it just triggers it. Yes, we are doing a Halloween show tomorrow. So
Oh no, I forgot.
What are you gonna be?
I am whatever I am. Tomorrow.
Just do Minnie Mouse. That's easy.
I have the ears.
Yep.
Oh, Grandma Magic Classic says, okay, let's see who can hold out the longest before sourcing. Ah,
Okay.
It
I
just
would-
depends because if it happens, it happens, and I might end up with a bunch of like storage unit stuff or something like that. So you never know, but we'll see.
No, Todd will dress up his damn hand. That's what Todd will do.
I'll have a sock puppet or something.
He'll probably put like a little Barbie tutu on his wrist.
There
and
you go.
eyes
Yeah.
on his.
His little doll socks.
Oh no, I have ears, Tom. I have lots of ears.
Yeah, I've got plenty of doll socks.
Oh, I'm sure.
I
No,
bet
but
you
no,
can't.
no bidding on more.
Yeah, the Addams Family hand. There you go. Yes.
Yeah, it'll be a listing challenge Halloween show. Absolutely, we're having
Wait
our
a
listing
minute,
challenge.
Valerie.
What?
That's not fair.
What?
What?
Be on.
Well, I'll be on for a little bit. I don't have to leave here until I don't remember when my appointment is. But it's like I think my appointment's at like 10, 11. I don't know. I'm looking it up right now. I think it's at 11. So I'll be on till like 10:30, 10:15.
You're having dental work done on Halloween? Good luck.
Actually, it's not. No. There are 2 doctor's appointments.
No, our dental's today.
Yeah.
Come on, Todd. Get
That's
this
funny,
straight.
Karen.
Write this crap on your calendar. What are you doing?
Oh my God. You expect me to keep up with a calendar now?
Yeah. So my first appointment's at 11:15, so I can leave here like at 10:30ish or so. And then and my second appointment's at 12:30, so
I've found lots of good stuff in the dumpster.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sally's the dumpster queen. Are you kidding me?
yeah.
I
Walk into the
found helmets that I sold to California. I had not Harley stuff, but it was they were motorcycle jacket and like gear. I sold that for $200, I think, or maybe $150. I've sold a lot of things that I found out of the dumpster.
Where do you think she gets all her stuff from?
Yeah, that's where I get all my
Probably
inventory.
about 90% of.
Yeah, I mean the only thing that I've gotten here lately was stuff, yard sale stuff for my friend. But other than that, I mostly get it from the dumpster. And then I would go to the thrift store every once in a while or whatever. But I haven't been at the thrift store in a long time. So the dumpster's where it's at. That's free, no overhead.
Right.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Definitely. I think it was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday when I went to get the dogs. I made another trip to the thrift store and got some more stuff. And then I'll be going back next week for the bag sale next Tuesday. So, but I usually don't go to that thrift store very. I usually do like once a month, maybe twice a month. Depends on if I go into that town, I will usually go to the thrift store just to see, what they got. And they usually will pick up a few things, but I try to keep it, pretty reasonable and don't try to because my thinking is if I just leave it, then I can get it at the bag sale and I can get it for a lot cheaper. So that's kind of my mentality of
And if it's not there, it just wasn't meant to be.
right. But if I know that it's a it's a really good seller, just like those ledgers. If I see those, that's a done deal for me. I'll pick those up every time. But if they're, you know, like as far as clothing and stuff like that, I just usually try to leave it unless it's a, you know, really good brand and I feel like I can, you know, list it and sell it right away. So, but yeah. So, and I've got plenty of clothing that needs to be listed. Man, there is no shortage of that, and I have no shortage of jewelry. So, you know, there's.
I have no shortage either. I have right here. I have like 10 boxes, and in the garage I have another 10 to 15.
Ooh.
Yeah, I so want to go through that stuff that's out there because I know there's good stuff in it, but I can't bring it in here because I'll get in trouble.
Well, maybe you can get, you know, maybe you can just find a couple of things that you can kind of sneak in, you know, and get
Maybe
listed.
Maybe I could go through a box that has like hardly no good stuff in it, or pull the good stuff out, close that box up, have him take that outside and get me another box to bring in.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. There you go.
I might do a trade.
But, you know, I think, you know, just going out there and just kind of searching for, you know, for some good stuff
I
that
don't
you
want
can
to drop.
actually, that you could actually get and bring into the house and not end up in the corner, but it end up right there at your desk so you can
and
list
list
it
right
right
away.
away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially stuff you know is going to sell this time of year, like your toys and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
you know, stuff like that. Any hunting clothes? Oh my gosh, we have to get all those hunting clothes we bought up because everyone that we listed pretty much is sold.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, definitely. But
Oh, you were talking about sourcing where you got to pay. Dumpsters don't count. Okay, well, then I could probably go until next year. Maybe not.
yeah,
We got to pay.
I
Yeah,
can't do.
I'm
I
not
won't be
gonna-
able to do that.
I will probably not be sourcing until the beginning of the year. I cannot. All right, I'm
You have
90%
enough stuff?
sure I'm not going to be sourcing till the first of the year. How's that?
You have enough stuff?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, right now my van is full, so that's why I'm saying that. But once my van is empty, I can't guarantee anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like get anxiety. I gotta fill my van up. I gotta fill my van up.
Oh my God.
But I can't, you know, because I know in North Carolina I'm going to be going sourcing.
Oh, right. Well, yeah,
And
you have to go to the
and
zoo.
then, yeah, I want to go to the bins, you
Yeah.
know, because I've never been there.
Right.
And I'm sure we'll go a couple of times. So, and
Oh
then
yeah. I go curb shopping too. Yeah.
and then I know that I'll go in December when I go to California. So, yeah, I'm out of that contest.
Well, when you go to somewhere different, you have to like, I don't know, you want to go see what the sourcing's like there.
Sure. When
Like
when I have went to North Carolina, I've only been to a couple of the thrift stores, and they're not great. You know, they're not fabulous. So, I'm just gonna kind of hold out until we go to the bins and see what's
Like,
over there.
when I go to Canada, I go sourcing in Canada. I'll go to the thrift stores there and stuff. Shh. Not supposed to say anything because it goes in my suitcase, but
Yeah, be very quiet.
but I do. And sometimes you can get some good stuff there. Like, you know what I find a lot in their thrift stores is hockey stuff. A lot of hockey stuff, jerseys and stuff like that. But they do a lot of auctioning. Like, you go into their thrift stores and they'll have a display case and it'll just have a bunch of stuff in it and each thing has a number next to it. And it's like a silent auction, and you have to put your name on the paper and how much you want to bid. And then in a week, you know, they'll, oh, obviously I can't do that because I'm not in Canada every week, but
Right, right.
that was kind of weird. I saw that and it was kind of weird, but.
Good morning, Cindy. Alana, are you feeling better? How you doing with everything? Hopefully the pain's getting a little bit easier to handle, and hope you're doing okay. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Maybe do a couple of yard sales in North Carolina. I don't know if they even have yard sales at that time. Probably not, but we'll see what we can find. I'm sure we can get ourselves into some trouble.
I'm
One
sure
way
you
or the
can.
other. Yeah, it'll be fun.
You don't have a problem with that.
No.
Your 2 80-pound boxes.
I know. I know. Let's see.
Morning, Swamp.
Morning, Glenn.
Morning, Glenn. Yep. The doctor gave her some tips yesterday. Just have to be patient. That's the main thing, is just try not to overdo it.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, your body has to heal. That's one thing that the doctor told me, that like my incision was completely healed on the outside. But he's like, yeah, you still got a lot, from, you got to heal from the inside out. Your incision may be healed, but you still have a lot of healing to do on the inside.
Mm.
So, and when he told me that, it was like, a light bulb, and I was like, well, that does make sense,
Yeah,
So,
but you forget about that, when you,
oh yeah,
and if you're feeling a little bit better, it's so easy to overdo it.
yep.
Speaking of which, where's Nikki this morning?
I don't know. I know she was on the chat because didn't she say something this morning?
I didn't see her. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing too, is sleep is a great a great healer. I know you don't want to sleep all day and do all that, but sleep is it's a good thing. We went to a fall festival, and by the time I got home, swelling, I slept for 5 hours. Yeah. Have a great day, says the truth. So much you can relax tomorrow. Yeah.
Have a good day.
There you go, Jill. What does it mean when it says, I have no so and so and so? So and so is following you on Poshmark. They're following your closet. So they're following your closet. So anything that you share, they will get that in their feed. They will be able to see that in the feed. I'm going to photograph all my kids' clothing. Yep, that's good.
Right, Jill. That's what you have to do. You have to take any tags off if you buy new stuff. if you're sourcing, I just throw it in my suitcase. They really don't. The only thing I got really questioned for coming over the border was I had a post office bin in my van, an empty post office bin, and that's the only thing they really questioned. I don't know why. But now if Chris is driving, when we're going over to Canada, oh my God, he gets like so many questions. When I'm driving, it's where you headed. I'll usually say the casino. Okay, have a good day. That's it.
Wow.
He gets so mad. He's like, "You're driving from now on. You're driving over the border." Like he'll drive up to like a road before the border, and we'll get out, and I'll get in the driver's seat. So drive over the border.
But isn't it true that like when you go into the border, they're not as picky, you know, but it's when you come back that's when they're a little more, you know, they question you a little bit more. That's what I've heard. I mean,
yeah, when I go over to Canada, I mean, I don't really get questioned too much either way, but he gets questioned more going over to Canada. I mean, we live in USA. They have to let us back to our own country.
right.
But yeah, I mean, they'll really want to know if you're bringing anything over. And yeah, Alana, if you buy things there, you're supposed to show them the receipt. And same thing if you're taking things over there.
Mm-hmm.
If you have some stuff that's questionable in your vehicle, you have to tell them, you know, what it's worth, and then you have to pay taxes on it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're better off just putting that in a suitcase and
yeah,
calling it good.
yeah. It used to be that going to Canada, like going across the border to Canada, was super easy, quick, simple, and then coming back was more questions.
Mhm.
But now it's kind of both.
Huh.
Pretty much the same. And if you have a DWI at all on your record, don't even bother, because they
Really?
will not let you in. Yep. You might be able to go for a little while, but then they'll detect it, and yeah, they won't. They're really, really. Chris had a DWI in 2007. We didn't meet until 2011. We went to Canada tons of times.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 2015, I want to say it was. So for 4 years, we were going back and forth Canada all the time. And then in 2015, they stopped them. We had to actually go into the building, the customs building or whatever it is. And they told them, no, it's because you had a DWI in 2007.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
8 years ago, because it doesn't drop off for 10 years. So he had to fill out all these papers and forms and pay them. I think it was like $300 to get a letter saying that he's allowed into Canada. So
Wow.
yeah, I mean, now it's been 10 years, so he's fine. But
Huh.
yeah, even one DWI on your record
Who's that?
within 10 years, forget it. You can't go over to Canada.
Huh.
Nope. Not even if you're riding. Like, even if I'm driving and he's riding, they still won't let you go. Oh, yeah, if you're a felon, forget it, Joe. If you have a felony, no way.
Maureen says, did I tell you guys I met Mike from Resells? No, I don't think you did. That's cool.
Tom, we go over there. We only live an hour and a half from the border, so we go over there quite a bit for like little mini vacation, you know, just to head over, spend the night, go to the casino. So in the winter time mostly. So yeah, for him it was worth it.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
You're awesome, Hank.
You are awesome, Hank. I love you.
So is this pumpkin donut.
Who's that? Is that Lori?
Yes.
Hey,
Hi, Lori.
Howdy.
where you headed?
Yeah, we went down to U.S. Foods for the nursing home, and now we're going to go have some breakfast.
Ooh,
I thought I'd
Yeah.
pop on for a few minutes, see what y'all was up
Sounds
to.
good.
Lori's buying breakfast for all of us, so everybody knows.
Let's go.
Going to
I'll
Frisch's.
throw this donut away and I'll go with you.
Oh, we're going to Frisch's.
I love your hat.
Thank you.
Oh, great. Another hat for Sally.
Yep.
Look out.
Well, see, my favorite color is pink, but I also love neon green.
I got this Batman. I don't know if you can see the top of it.
Mhm.
Found
What
it.
are you?
Teresa found it at the thrift shop for like, was it $2? $2. Brand new. So
Nice.
yeah,
Wow.
that setup for myself.
Did you see my new one, Lori?
Hold on, let me change my glasses here so I can see what it says. Puck what people. What's that? Puck what people.
Fuck what people think.
Oh yeah, I thought it said puck.
Nope.
Yeah, I put my eyes on. I still can't
Nope.
read.
That's Sally.
That would be That's my motto anyway. I don't give a shit.
Yep.
Ah,
If you don't like me, I don't care.
Right.
Yep.
Do I? No.
Yep.
It's like,
You'll get over it. And if you don't, oh well.
yep, you can kiss my ass. I'll even mark off an acre for you.
Yep,
That's funny.
the back 40 right here for you.
Yep. Stake your claim and plant your lips because I don't care.
I wonder where
Oh.
Nikki's at this morning.
She said she's having a rough morning and she'll be on as soon as she takes her daughter.
Okay.
I'm still on vacation anyway, so
Mm.
I extended my vacation. My staycation. My staycation, not really a vacation.
So your store's on vacation right now?
Yeah. Oh, I needed a little more downtime.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting any
All that
sales?
moonshine she's been
Yeah.
drinking.
I'm still getting the sales. They're just not coming in as quickly as they normally would. But
Mm,
I'll be back at it next week. So
good.
Sometimes it's good to take a couple of days off.
yeah,
Mhm.
so you don't get that burnout because I learned that working at the plant where you work all those out because I work 14, 16 hours a day at the plant.
Yeah.
And after a while, you get burnt out. You're sick and tired of it to the point where you're ready to quit. So that means it's time to
Right.
rejuvenate.
No.
So.
Are
I
you
had
still
fun.
here, Valerie?
Yeah.
Okay. There's two of you. That's why I asked.
Okay. Well,
Hey,
twice
look
is
at
good.
that.
Twice
There's-
is good then. There I go. The bad one left. The good one's here now.
Okay. I think you got it mixed up there, sister. Jerry says I ordered and received my first set of blue IKEA bags. I friggin' love these things.
Yep.
I have one and it doesn't even zip up, but I love it anyways.
Yeah, I don't have the zip ones, but every
They
time
are-
my neighbor goes to Las Vegas, she'll buy me like 5 bags and bring them back.
They are so amazing.
I love them.
I love the. I don't think I have any of the just the ones that don't zip. I only have the ones that zip, and they're amazing.
I
They can
just,
fit-
whenever I do go to the thrift store or the dumpster or wherever, I just, like, if I go to the thrift store, I just take my IKEA bag and I open it up and put it over the cart
Mhm.
and I throw everything in the bag. And then whenever I go to check out, I just lift the bag onto the thing and,
Yep.
you know, then they can wrap it or whatever they want to do and stick it right back in the bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're really good.
They work really well for me because, like, I will take them and put them in the. So I'll put everything that I get. I'll put in the bags, and then I can put them in the back of the truck.
Oh wow. True 72 says I ordered 30 last year. I have them everywhere. That's awesome.
They come in so handy
Where do you order them from?
online,
Hmm.
just on eBay.
Hmm.
I
Or
think
Can you get them straight from IKEA? Because we have one like a hop.
I think you
Oh,
can.
yeah.
I think you can get them straight from IKEA.
At the store. That's where my neighbor gets them from in Las
Yeah.
Vegas because we don't have an IKEA here.
I have never been to IKEA.
I've been in. I wasn't impressed as I thought I would. My kids love it, but it's like you gotta walk. If you've never been in one, when you do go in one, you have to follow an arrows. And you walk this
What?
path. Yeah, you go through this path that has all these different departments, and you follow this path. You go in one side of the store, and to get out, you have to follow the path to get out the other.
No way, really?
See,
Yeah. It's a
that's
big thing.
funny.
I would go the opposite way. Just
You know what? That's me. I would be like, this is like a game to
Yep.
see if
I
I
mean,
can
you
like
could
jump
go-
over couches and stuff to see if
You can go and look at stuff in the departments, but in order to find your way out, you have to follow.
you
So it's like a
Fun.
freaking maze.
you'd see me on the top of like all
I
the
said,
armoires or something, teetering along.
yeah. I said, what if all I need is a light bulb and it's on the other side of the store? I don't want to walk the entire store to get a damn light bulb.
No.
oh, see, I would be going opposite ways. I would be like, yeah.
But what's really cool is when you order something online, it gives you the stuff that you have to put together. It gives you the bay and the shelf and everything. It tells you exactly where to find it. So
Huh.
you walk through the whole store. But you have to get to the whole store. You have to walk through the whole store to get back to that particular area.
Oh my
But
gosh.
we knew exactly where to go. So
Huh.
the way they have it all labeled, it's interesting, and it smells like Swedish meatballs because they serve that there in the store. So you're hungry the
Really?
whole time you're there. They have a little cafe.
Huh.
So, but I wasn't as impressed as my kids were. I guess it must be. I don't know if it's a millennial thing or what, but I
Yeah.
just wasn't impressed.
Furniture store with meatballs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Teresa said it give her anxiety. It's just you're one way in and one way out.
Yeah, I don't like that.
And what happens if you go the opposite way?
In an emergency, I'd have made my own way out. Trust me.
Mhm.
Right.
There'd have been shit flying every which direction. Oh.
Look, it's the artist formerly known as Fishing and Picking.
Well, hey there.
Starting red.
He said it's like a rat maze for adults because the food is at the end.
It's like, we smell it. We smell it. We're getting closer.
That's funny.
They don't look that appetizing, but they sure smell good. But they have benches, so you can sit out. Yeah, you can sit out on a bench and eat your Swedish meatballs. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Around
You
here.
expect to see the Swedish chef. Meatballs everywhere.
Tessa says you can go the wrong way, but you could be going against the crowd.
Yeah, it's
flow.
like a salmon swimming upstream.
Yeah.
Or walking on the wrong side of the street in New York. There you go. That's about what it is.
Yeah.
On the weekends. I come close.
Weekend shit on the weekdays. The weekdays in New York is where you have all the people trying to go to work and they're walking all over the. Oh my gosh.
Oh, Sherry, I ran out of tape.
Ooh.
Oh, what the heck?
Yep.
Is
Welcome
that
to
better
full-time
than to run out
reseller,
of
Jerry.
tape?
I have some tape.
I just got my shipment in.
It's
I got
not
12
It's not
rolls.
gonna help you. It's not gonna help you. But I have tape. I
Isn't
think it's
that
awesome.
one of the cardinal rules of fourth quarter? You don't run out of supplies.
Hey, this is her first time full time.
It's
So
true.
give her a break.
She does get a break.
But don't let it happen next year or
It's going down. Let's see.
You'll hear about it.
We'll mark you off an acre.
Orange
do you ever
pepper.
sell stuff from a machine shop? Alana, yeah. We went to machine shop auctions and we sell from machine shops all the time. What you got?
I haven't had the opportunity to buy anything from machine shops.
Yeah,
I've had
I
some
mean,
auto mechanic repair stuff, but not machine shop.
and a lot of that stuff is good money.
Oh, jeez. All
Like
these orange
collets and-
cones. Looks like candy corn everywhere. Boy, they're really in the spirit. This part of Ohio's known.
Oh yeah, go.
Good Lord.
Go, Alana. Go to their pictures and try to look up some comps and then go, because like if you can get micrometers and collets, stuff like that, that's good money, depending on the brands. You want to look for like Starrett, Brown and Sharp. Those two items are a really good brand.
Tonka toy. They're making them smaller and smaller.
Okay. 32926.
Have a bucket on. Looks like it's bigger than a 5-gallon bucket. This road's been needing fixed.
That's what Chris does. He's a machinist. He works in a machine shop.
A light semi.
That's how I know all about machine shop stuff.
So he knows a lot. He's very familiar with
Oh yeah, he knows what all that
like,
stuff is.
tools and everything. So that's
Yeah.
cool.
And then I learned, from him buying it.
Sure. Absolutely.
I don't know
still-
as much as he does, but
Yeah. I still gotta. I know that. I know Mike had some of the. What do you call it? Like the tools for diesels and big rigs and stuff like that. I just haven't really come across any of those yet.
mhm.
I know they've got to be out there, but yeah, I don't know where they're at yet.
All right, I'll see y'all later. We're getting ready to go in.
All right, have a good breakfast.
Bye.
See you later, Lori.
I gotta find the little phone here. I gotta put my eyes on. Bye, guys.
Bye. So let's see. Yeah, I still need to do. I gotta
Holy
get
cow.
my shipping done.
Is that cobwebs on the scale, Alana? Looks like a lot of cobwebs on there.
Let's see here. All right.
Yeah, those capacitors and stuff. I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't buy them because I wouldn't want to sort through them all. There's tons on there. Like how? The ones in bags maybe, but not the loose ones.
Wow.
Wow.
Mary says those giant slide rule from Pickett goes for 600 plus.
Wow.
This looks like it should be an auction, not an estate sale.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah, that
Looks
would
like there's
be-
some good stuff there if you can go through it and
make some notes
yeah.
and do some.
But there's
do some
just like,
work.
is anybody else looking at this? Because there's just like piles and piles of stuff. It looks like I said, it looks like it should be an auction
Yeah.
versus an estate sale.
Put the link in the chat. Or not.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because I'm too lazy to look it up myself.
There you go, sir. Oh my God, I would have fun in this. That's a lot of stuff.
Bless you.
Thanks for putting me down a rabbit hole now there. Oh, those oh my gosh, Alana, all those manuals? Yeah, I'd be buying those.
I am up.
Okay. Now I want to go to Florida.
You were just in Florida.
Yeah, but this would be for sourcing. Forget Disney World. I'll go buy manuals.
This is for work. Let's see here.
Is this an online auction or do you have to go to?
No, it's an estate sale. Can you believe that?
Wow.
I know. That's what I said. I think it's picture one. What picture was it? Let's see. It was picture number 149.
You could spend a lot of money in a big hurry at this sale.
Oh my gosh. But you can make a lot of money in a big hurry at that sale.
Golly. 4 6-foot tall shelves of manuals.
Oh my God. I know.
Wow.
Right? Ugh.
Yeah, take your checkbook.
It just sucks it's not an option.
Yeah, clear you out some storage before you leave to go to it.
Sounds like some fun.
Mm. Yeah, I'm gonna work on. Well, I gotta find that item. Then I have to do my shipping, and then I know I haven't even done my shipping.
Are you kidding me, Tom? I wouldn't call him to see if I could go. I'd just go on my own.
There you go.
Come home from work and I'd be like, oh, sorry, I'm in Florida.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean
So
that
much
would
stuff.
definitely be a trip that you could write off too. Write it off and I love Florida. Um,
Alana. Yeah, that would be the hard part. Is you'd have to have somebody that could. Because you don't want to take. You need to take it easy.
yeah, definitely. You don't want to be lifting that stuff. You gotta take some muscles with you.
Yep.
Shelf after shelf of sellable stock.
Come on. Stinking thing.
Grandma
Hey!
Magic Classic says she's not even checking estate sales or storage places until January. You know, that's I know that, you know, there's a lot of people that have, you know, enough inventory and enough stuff, and I get that. But I think you have to have that that shopping, that way to get out and go look for stuff, go look for treasures
Uh-huh.
in order to you know, just keep it interesting so you don't get burnt out.
Right.
I think you have to have a healthy, you know, combination of both of those. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but
And that's why my storage unit, you know, that's full. So I'll go in there and it's like going to source because
right.
it's stuff I forgot that was in there, you know.
That's true.
But yeah, if you're around it all the time, like you are, Nikki, Valerie, you see it.
Right.
You know, you're seeing it every day.
Yeah.
Not shut up in a storage unit somewhere where you haven't seen it. So yeah, you need new stuff to look at.
Yeah. But I also get the whole thing of, you know, not sourcing and just working on what you have.
Mhm.
I totally, you know, because I mean, I've got stacks of clothing here, but I can, and some of that stuff I can see just little tidbits of it, and I'm like, yeah, I really need to get that listed, you know, and I could see different little things that should be getting listed, and so I kind of get both.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I understand.
Nikki, how you doing today?
Well, I had a rough morning, but I'm all right. Thank you for asking. Now, this last summer, I didn't go to hardly any auctions because I have so much back stock. I've gotten some of that actually down quite a bit. And so I'm going back to some auctions now, just trying to get some different stuff, trying to get me, you know, motivated or whatever. And going to the auctions have been helping. I've been really hitting her good now, and I'm excited, you know. So sometimes you have to go, and even though you have plenty of stuff, sometimes you need to go sourcing just to keep yourself interested.
Right.
That's the fun of this business, is the sourcing. And yeah, sometimes you do a little too much sourcing and not enough selling, you know. But you got to find a balance there. But yeah, sometimes you just need to get out and do something like that to get you motivated, get you enjoying it again, you know.
Yeah. I know Grandma Magic Classics.
Here's a bolo for you guys. The cast iron. You put like music in there. It looks like a harp, or I suppose you could put magazines in there or whatever. It's like a harp. You sell between $25 and $50 a piece. I bought mine for 2 for $5. There's a bolo.
Nice.
Nikki, did you get your package?
Huh?
Did you get a package? You didn't? You're supposed to.
Well, I didn't get a package.
Oh, let's see.
Did you send me a package?
Huh?
Did it say it was delivered?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Did you send it to 5009?
Let's see where I sent it. Yep, 5009. Yep.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say the rest, but yeah.
No.
Delivered at 8:29. Or
Oh, this
October
morning?
20. Huh?
This morning?
No, yesterday.
Sometimes they put them in my car. I'll have to look at my car.
Oh, okay. It says, yeah. All right.
Thank you. You didn't have to send me nothing.
You're welcome. Well, now I kind of blew it because
No. Usually they leave me a note saying they left it in my car, but I'll have to look. Was it UPS or Postal Service?
post office.
Did I get? Yeah, I got my mail yesterday.
It says at 3:27 p.m.
Oh, it came at 3:27 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
I was I already home? I think I was already home. If anybody knocks on my door, I can't hear them. So
Hey, Mike.
Mike.
Alana says, Nikki, you know tomorrow you have to dress up for the challenge, right?
yeah.
She knows. Grandma Magic Classic says, here's a quick bolo automatic blood pressure cuffs. Omron. They sell pretty quick, not big profit, but you can get them for under $5 and sell for $15 plus
Yeah.
shipping. Cool.
Omron are good. That's good.
They've sold like that for years. I've sold them every time I get one. I sell it.
Oh yeah,
fast.
they're almost like a sure thing. They've never gone down, and
Yeah.
they're always pretty good.
Yeah. Not a huge profit, yes, but oh my god, I used to get them in like every auction box. Every auction box had one.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of always knew where my blood pressure was about. So I would test them on me, and they always seemed to be pretty close. But I used to always just put the I always put in the description that was not tested for accuracy,
Mm-hmm.
or I cannot guarantee accuracy. I mean,
Right. Yeah.
because I don't know. Some people think those things are good, and they're not. Most of them are not good. Most of them are usually wrong. But they get you in the ballpark, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not going to
So
be exact.
They get you in the spot where you're like, oh my god, do I need to call my doctor?
Good job, Mary. She hit her weekly sales goal last night.
Good. There we go.
Job.
No, it's not required, Tessa. Oh, that's fun, Maureen. Wow. He didn't even say good morning to me. Good morning, Mike. Oh, yeah, he did. Never mind. I just saw where he said, morning, Nikki, Todd, and Sally. I'm like, geez.
Good morning, Mike.
But I see it up above. So I forgive you.
Yeah. So I was packing up an order today. Got it all packed and weighed, printed out the postage and slapped it on the package, set it over there, went back to my table. Oh, there's the other part that goes in that package.
Oh, I hate that when I do that. Then you kind of
Oh,
put a slit and try to shove it in.
yeah. And then I put it back on the scale and it weighed more than it was.
Oh, no.
It went up a pound, so I was like, oh my God. So I had to void the postage label and print a new one. I was like, you dumbass.
Yeah, I hate that when I do that.
I actually sent out something without the cord one time. And I realized it after I sent it out, but I had to send the cord out the next day. So I was like, I messaged the buyer and said, I'm sorry I sent you without the cord, but the cord's going out today. And I mean, he was fine, but.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been as bad as if it didn't make the package weigh more. So I had to change the postage. It's so annoying to pack up a VCR and you look over there. Oh, there's the owner's manual.
That's what you missed was the owner's manual?
No, this was this was a pair of shoes, but I promised the little shoe. They got those wooden inserts with springs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right, the stretchers.
Yeah.
Be the last time you promised that.
Yeah, I mean that was, I don't know if that helps the sale or not, but and they were the lightweight plastic ones, but they still put it up a pound from what it was.
That's crazy.
Which is all right. It only cost like $2 more for the next pound, but it was just the pain of canceling the label and putting a new one.
And then waiting for that money to go back into your account takes a while.
Yeah, I don't worry about that a lot. I usually keep plenty in PayPal.
I forgot you were rich.
Yeah.
No, it's just I do not need the annoyance of having a return and not having enough in PayPal to pay for it.
Yeah, I do the same thing. We don't have a Brandon in our life to bleed us dry from our PayPal. It's so weird seeing Land Shark Picker, Craig. I'm always used to Craig Murray.
Yeah,
I know. That's so weird. It's quiet.
I know.
because I'm eating. My mouth is full.
There you go.
That's okay. Just not used to seeing that name.
I almost wish I wasn't Poplar Picker.
Why?
I almost wish I would have just kept my name as just my name.
I like
Because I like to do different things on my channel, not just, reselling stuff.
Yeah. I understand.
Well, I do different things, and Valerie made me change my name. No, do you think?
I did not. I did not make you change your name. I just helped you.
Yes.
Mhm.
She's led you in the right direction.
Exactly. Exactly.
I finally watched The Walking Dead yesterday.
Finally. Sally, did you watch it? Sally.
Is she sleeping?
No. Well, she's not. She's not on here.
She was just there a second ago.
I know. I'm just looking through the chat to see. I'm handing out some wrenches this morning.
Ooh.
Ringo, get out of there. Come on.
Ringo gets a wrench?
Ringo gets a wrench. Absolutely. As long as you don't hit me with it, right? Oh, True 72 says she hasn't watched it yet.
Ready this morning. The sun is behind the clouds a little bit, and there's like rays. So I could film this area right here. I'm going down the hill that a semi came down around the corner, going around the corner where it flipped. The semi truck fell over on its side and slid into our gas station when I was working there.
Oh, with that video?
Yeah. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
When I was like in 7th grade.
Mm-hmm. Cute little Nikki.
Huh?
I said cute little Nikki.
Yeah, I was not cute then. That was an odd period. I don't know why my nose, above my nose was huge. I don't know what was going on there. Because I went back and looked at all my pictures and I did not look like that. So I don't know if it was because of all the crying and stuff I was doing or what.
Probably. Your whole face was probably swollen from crying.
Probably.
I had acne, but
You just went through like a traumatic thing.
yeah. Well, things fell on me too, so.
Oh, Tom says, did they have video back then?
Yes, they did, Tom.
It was a TV. It was a TV reporter.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, apparently they got the gist of things because they went ahead and paid.
I opened a case on my manual buyer.
Oh, yeah?
That sucks.
Yeah. Now I jinxed myself by telling you guys right away. I was so excited. That's all right. They're worth more anyway, so maybe I'll wait for the better buyer to come along and buy them.
What the hell is Craig talking about?
What?
He says Sally the camel has 2 humps.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That song always comes to me when I say Sally.
Oh, it's that song.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I always think of that song when I talk to you, Sally. Almost every single time when I say your name, I think about that song.
I think about Mustang Sally.
Oh. Yeah, I always want to sing Sally the camel has 1 hump. Sally the camel has 1 hump.
Excuse me, Mike? He goes, Ringo would be more responsible with his wrench than Bridget. Give him hers.
I think of ooh, Sally, that girl.
The girl. That's a good one too.
At least you guys are lucky. All I have is Darling Nikki by Prince.
I don't have nothing.
What's the one that my uncle used to sing? Valerie, Valera, Valera. But then I also have the song that Amy Winehouse sung, so that was good.
Yeah.
If you ever get a chance, listen to that song by Amy Winehouse. It's a good song.
Yeah, it is.
Everybody always changes Hey Mickey to Hey Nikki. You're so fine.
Yeah. Hey, Nikki, you're so
Get that
fine. So fine. Yeah. Nikki, are you and Nicole?
Huh?
Are you and Nicole?
I am. And I don't mind people calling me Nicole, but just nobody ever does. So it's really strange when people call me Nicole.
Yeah, somebody called me Val yesterday, and it didn't set very well.
Yeah.
Somebody that I didn't know
Oh,
called me
Yikes.
Val, not just
well, most people that's name is Valerie, they like to be called
Right.
Val.
Right.
Nope.
Me, I don't have a preference. It's just that everybody calls me Nikki. I mean, always has been Nikki. You know,
Mhm.
I don't even know why they even named me Nicole because nobody ever called me it. Well, my uncle calls me Nicole, always, but he's the only one.
Good job, Alana.
Alana says there's no songs about Alana. Well, you just have to make one up.
Me either.
Oh, I'm sure there's something about Bridget.
I think so too.
No.
Got a song about women named Bridget.
That's right, Alana. Unless she's Val Pacino, don't call her Val. Val, she's our pal. There you go.
My God.
Well, Bridget, I would rather not have a song with my name in it than have the only song that's about a whore. So you might be lucky there.
True that.
One time I played that song and I was singing it. My daughter goes, "Don't ever sing that in front of me again."
Oh man, Nikki, they're
Well,
after you.
they're gonna get her.
Coming to get me.
They're gonna get her this time.
I hope they are coming to get me. It's a fire truck. I'd like some nice hot fireman coming to get me. Sorry, Valerie, if you're listening, Texas Valerie. Her son's a fireman. I'll go on a fireman.
Here comes the magic Mike dance.
Sorry, Valerie, but you know everybody's gonna be talking about your son like that too. Not me, but you know.
It happens. Absolutely, Alana. Almost as bad as when people were calling me Violent Lemon. Yeah. I know that really upset you, and I don't blame you a bit. Because it would upset me too.
When people called her what?
There was certain people that would call her Violent Lemon.
Oh, I know who. Yep.
Yeah, and that's no.
Mm-hmm.
No.
For that.
Mm-mm.
Valerie, how's your daughter doing? I thought she was on here.
No, I just said
No.
that she was.
Oh.
Because I was talking about hot, sexy firemen. And you know, honestly, I was watching Station. Is this not open yet? Jeez, how do you run a business if you're not open before 10 a.m.? Come on.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Anyway, last night I was watching Station 19. I started watching that. And I'm sorry, but even women firemen are sexy. I'm not, I don't have a thing for women, but I mean, the way they were like being kick ass, I was like, man, that's sexy.
Okay.
She was badass. That's like women, women in the army too. They in their fatigues. I think if I was going to the other side, yeah, that would be attractive to me. Yeah, that's weird, but you know.
It's all good, Nikki.
You know what I mean.
And the chat goes silent.
You can look at another woman and say, "Wow, she's beautiful," you know, and not
Oh,
be
heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
and not be a lesbian, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
But men can't look at other men and say, "Well, he's an attractive guy."
I think they think it, but I don't think they like
won't
verbalize it.
Yeah.
They'll get there. They'll get there. It'll take a few more years, but they'll get there.
Oh, not my
A
husband.
girl saying another girl is beautiful is totally different than a guy saying a guy is handsome.
Yeah.
And it always will be. I don't know why, but
Yeah. Yeah.
We can appreciate each other's beauty. Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, but when a woman is beautiful and she's like doing something just badass, she's sexy as hell. I'm sorry, you know. I'd be the same way if it was a guy. Hell, I had a short crush on Carol on Walking Dead there when she was being all badass Carol.
Mm.
All right.
I thought you were going to say our Carol.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, what?
I will say she is stunning. Our Carol is.
Yes, she is.
Our Carol is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she is.
Oh my gosh. That's right, Tom. That is right.
I'm not afraid to say a woman is beautiful.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody thinks of me.
Mm-mm.
You should admire the beauty.
Yep.
Not be envious of the beauty.
Yeah. I do. I admire the beauty in everybody. You know, I mean, like even men. I mean, almost every man has something about him that is, you know, sexy and hot and beautiful. I just so women are the same.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. So
Awkward. Sorry.
So I want to put this out there to everybody. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't. But now that I've said it, I've got to now.
Uh-oh.
So
Damn.
So-
Man, no turn back now.
so I put a profile on a dating site,
Oh.
and yeah, men are not like, you know, a woman can, without, you know, showing certain body parts or anything like that. I mean, they can just smile, you know, have a nice hairstyle, or, you know, just, you know, they just look, you know, pretty.
Put
You know,
together.
they just to put together, just a, you know, a nice smile, and, you know, eyes and the whole package. But guys, they do not know how to do that.
No.
I mean, they try really, really hard, but yeah, no, it just
Yeah,
doesn't.
Jonah actually had to get his brother to take a picture of him
Yeah,
because he says, every time I take a picture of myself, my nose is crooked. But then Joe took a picture of me, and it was great. I mean, it's a really good picture too.
yeah.
So yeah.
It's so like, and most guys are not going to do that. They're more than likely they're going to, you know, do a selfie, and they just don't. There's a few guys out there that can pull it off, but most guys cannot.
Right.
Those guys just look creepy.
Well, like they try to pose, you know, like the best pictures is the non-posing picture. It's the,
Yeah.
it's just, just seeing you, in action and just, being you, being the
Right.
true you rather than, posing for they just, I don't know. So,
Yep.
but yeah, I am in the internet dating, blah, blah, blah. So,
Well, there you go.
we'll see how that goes. That's right, Maureen. We need to build each other up. If someone is beautiful, tell them it will make their day. That's very, very true. Very true. I will tell you also something that happened on, I think it was when I was flying back home from Michigan. And, I'm very patriotic, very, um, you know, uh, I admire anybody that's in the military. I just think
Oh.
I think they're great. And whenever I see anybody in uniform at wherever, but I mainly see like people, in a military uniform at the airport. And so I try to make it a point to say thank you for your service, even though it might sound awkward or whatever. But so when my dad came back from Vietnam, my mom actually told me that when he came back, it was awful for
Yeah.
them. Like they did not get respect. They
Not at all.
were,
They were
they were
baby killers. They were, horrible people.
chastised for going to war, even if they
Mhm.
were. My dad was drafted,
Yeah,
even
they
though
were
he had,
forced.
he did that. I mean, he was, so to me, I think that was an awful thing for anybody to do because they're fighting for your country.
Yeah.
And, they're basically, I mean, my dad could have, just as well died as, anybody else.
Right.
So I'm lucky that my dad survived. Um, so I've always had this, very big patriotism, you know, just very patriotic. Well, anyway, let me get on with the story. So we get in our seats, and the plane is almost full. We're getting, ready to leave. They haven't shut the door or anything. So, a gal came on, and she was dressed in, her military gear and stuff and uniform, and she was sitting in the middle between me and this other lady, and she goes, I hate to intrude, but my seat's in the middle. And so I was like, I'm honored. I'm honored to have you, sit in our row. And to me, it made me proud that I could sit so close to. I think they're heroes. So, and it
Yeah.
doesn't really matter what they're doing or whatever. So, um,
Yeah, even if they haven't been to war, they still joined up and knowing that they could go to war.
absolutely, absolutely,
Yep.
absolutely. So, but yeah, so that's a little thing that happened to me. Not that big of a deal, but I
Anytime
was
anytime we're out with Uncle Larry, he was a Vietnam veteran, and or he is, and yeah, everybody always comes up. Thank you for your service, and I think that's wonderful because of how they were treated back then.
Yeah.
I think that's absolutely wonderful,
right.
and he appreciates it. I mean, geez, he gets lunch bought for him or breakfast bought for him probably at least once a week
Hmm.
because of he being a veteran.
Yep.
I said, where do I get one of those hats? Just kidding.
When you go sign up, Nikki.
I'm like, can I borrow your hat for a few days? No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. No, but and he lost his leg because of it from shrapnel that he got hit with, and yeah, it's wonderful that people do come up to him and say thank you for your service because, I mean, like I said, they were so horribly. I mean, the things that they had to see over there and do, the things they had to do over there, um, and then to come back and your own country treats you like that. I mean, they already feel like shit for what they had to do because they're all human,
Right.
you know, but it's either kill or be killed, you know. And then to have everybody just draw this up even more, and then they start thinking, well, if everybody thinks I'm a baby killer, I must be, you know what I mean?
Right.
It's horrible. It had to be horrible for those people. Horrible.
Yeah, I remember I bought a necklace at the swap meet or something, and it was a peace sign. And my dad basically ripped that off my neck because he said that doesn't mean peace.
Yeah.
He says
No.
it might be a peace sign, but it doesn't mean peace.
No, because people used it as a fighting tool
Right.
against the war.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't
You
like
can be
me.
against war, but don't be against the people that were put out there to fight the war.
No.
That
I
was
mean-
the thing. I understand I'm against war. I don't agree with war either. I mean, why do we have to fight so much? I mean, I understand that sometimes you have to, yes, but I'm just saying, you know, I don't appreciate having to send our soldiers over there for a war, you know,
Right.
and losing all these young men and women, and the things that they have to see and go through. But I accept, I acknowledge the soldier, you know, I back up the soldier, maybe not so much the war, but the soldiers I do, you know.
Sure.
And
Sure,
sometimes they need to
absolutely.
go over there and protect us, you know, and sometimes war is needed in order to keep us safe. Yes, you know, that it is needed, you know.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I've always been very, you know, and it like when I know when I was a kid, like, you know, they would say, you know, who's your hero? You need to write a story about your hero. My dad was always, you know, because of that fact, you know, he was always, you know, my hero. And I remember, you know, asking him questions about, you know, when he was over there, and, you know, he was a very, I mean, to this day, he still has not, like, you know, shared a lot of that with us.
Most don't like to talk
Like
about it.
we don't know,
Yeah.
you know, we probably, I'm sure we don't know a whole lot of, you know, what went on over there. So
My husband said nowadays Larry talks a lot more about it than he ever used to. He never used to talk about it at all.
yeah,
Yeah. And when he does talk about it, we just let him talk. We just listen, you know, and because we know that it's hard for him to talk about that.
yeah. So, but I mean, I still, you know, admire him. You know,
Yeah.
my brother was in the Marines. He did 2 tours to Iraq, you know, so he's also, you know, and has PTSD from that.
Yeah.
You know, is very, 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 you know, affected from that. So, which I'm sure there's a lot of people that have that. So, you know, I mean, there's not much you can do. You know, just let them know that you appreciate them, and
Yep.
and you know, so.
Well, that movie that TV show Shameless, I know it's kind of a goofball movie or whatever, but Carl, the youngest kid, or not the youngest, second to the youngest kid, he wants to get into West Point. And then they were talking about how he's going to have to actually kill people. And when he was this other guy that wanted to get into West Point challenged him to a duel or whatever, to death or whatever. And when it time came to, hey, I got to kill a person, he actually had to stop. And, you know, he's always acting like he's just a big thug and everything else. Well, when it actually came to, hey, I might have to kill this person, he actually had to stop and think, is this really what I want to do? I mean, because you're putting people who are just everyday people. I mean, there's some people that were born to kill people, but
Right.
most of these soldiers are good, wholesome people that are sent over there to kill people, and that really screws with a lot of, you know, it's hard to accept for them.
Sure.
And yeah, we all say, yeah, either kill or be killed, but when it actually comes down to it and you have to do it, no wonder so many people come back with PTSD. Just from that alone.
Yep.
Knowing that they had to actually kill somebody. I mean, if you stop and think, could I actually kill somebody? We all say, oh, yeah, if they were going to kill me or my family, sure, we could.
Yeah.
Sure, you could do it, but you're going to have some lasting effects from it, even if that was the bad guy.
Sure.
You know,
Absolutely.
if you're a normal human being that, you know, and that's what most of the soldiers are, just normal human beings that have a heart, that have, you know, care for people and human life. And yeah, even if they don't see too much action, just knowing that they're killing people, that's got to screw with them.
Sure.
And to see the things that they see.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
That's like Barb. I always have respect for Barb because of where she came from.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, can you imagine living like that? Where you're, I mean, she knows lots of her friends have been involved in bus bombings and stuff
Yeah.
like that. I mean, we don't even know that kind of stuff other than what we see on the news, and
Right.
we're pretty safe from that stuff because they don't even show us everything. But I mean, she grew up with that. Can you imagine living like that and in that constant fear
Yeah.
that, hey, if I get on this bus, am I going to be bombed? You know,
Right. Right.
you know, I have mad
Exactly.
respect for Barb for what she's had to deal with in her life.
Yeah. And she was a trainer.
Yeah,
She trained people in the army.
yeah,
Really?
she's badass. She's a sharpshooter.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
I remember that first time we talked to her, I was like,
Yeah.
man, Barb, you're a badass.
Yeah.
Like, wow.
Definitely. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. But yeah, I've always had a great appreciation for, anybody that, serves their country and, I mean, that's to me, I think that's um, a great thing. I always, with my brother, he was I think, was it around I think it was around 9/11. Maybe not. No. Yeah. Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, um, basically it was the whole thing of he's the only son. He is, and so my mom and dad were actually talking about maybe having him, they could have him pulled out
Mhm.
of war because he was the only son. And, he said, no, he said, I got to stay here with my group, my platoon.
Mhm.
And, I got to fight alongside of them.
Mhm.
And so, he said, I couldn't just abandon them,
Yeah.
and, my mom, of course, was not, too happy with that, but she understood also, that's what he needed to do. So,
Mhm.
and I give him a lot of respect for that,
Yeah.
That's right, Deb. Serving our country is the biggest sacrifice our military make.
Yeah.
So much respect and love for them. Yeah.
And like I said, even if there are some soldiers that haven't seen war, they're still respected because they put themselves out there to be in war, even if they
Sure.
didn't go over. Um,
Sure.
they still put themselves in that position to do it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Morning, Carol D.
Hi, Carol D.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Carol.
Let's see. Well, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap it up for today. I'm going to get some shipping done, get my stuff taken out to I might call the mailman and see if maybe he can come by. Sometimes he'll come by twice. So,
Yeah.
Well, that would be nice of him.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
yeah.
come by for some
Oh, yeah.
coffee.
all I have to do is, call him. As long as it's, I think it has to be between 11 and 12 or so, but
You're gonna be like, you want some coffee, tea, or me, or what?
no. No, he's married.
Oh, dang. All the good ones are married or gay.
So, all right, guys. I hope everybody has a great day and get some listing done and get some stuff on that list done. And I hope everyone has a good one.
Yeah.
We'll see
Hi,
you all.
Deb. Bye, Deb.
We'll see you all tomorrow. Deb has been in here.
Yeah.
Deb's been
Oh,
here.
I didn't see her.
Bye, everybody.
Don't forget, we're having the Halloween costume listing challenge show tomorrow. So, bye, guys.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye, guys.